So, good evening, my brothers and sisters. You know, today I went to that market and, you know, I got some fruits. Quite reasonable, you know. Sometimes going in these supermarkets, it's very nice. But, you know, you must know your expenditure. Not to lay pompa fie. Some of us. The difficult thing in life is to adjust downwards. You know, it's easy to adjust upwards, but to adjust downwards, yeah, recover. But sometimes you need to adjust and live within your means. So I went to that market. It was worth it, really. It was worth it. Things were much cheaper, and though I got some fruits. I like fruits. So I got some fruits and yeah. Esther Jada. Good evening. Kamba Bamvele or Bamvele. Okay. Bamvele. Who told, You told us yourself. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? There is no high cost of living there. Let me tell you, there is no high cost of living if you are making the money. There is no high cost of living anywhere in the world if you have the money. If you don't have the money, even where things are cheap, cost of living will be high. It's about the money you make. It's about the money you make. So, things are cheaper here, yes. Things are cheaper here, yes, but it's about the money you are making. If you're not making the money, I mean, Dariso Zulu! Chiruta Computer Solutions. Uleveva Dariso. Uleveva kuta litoa fuma. Kuta litoa fuma. Yeah? Watching you from Solwezi town. Hey, Basolwezi. I wanted to say something about Solwezi, but I'll leave it there. Hello, Mr. Tayali, my friend. Looking good. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Are you coming back, sir, after 2090? I don't know what you're talking about 2090, but I know I'll come back. I'm watching you from Lusaka. I miss Lusaka. Tayari chave kandire wa muntu. Bad habits. Such is life, my dear. Such is life. It's good you have an opinion. Greetings, watching you from Aberdeen. Oh, where is that Aberdeen? Watching you from Livingston. Power to the people. Indeed, power to the people. Sotsana. Sotsana na ishupa. Chachitira kukopa belt. Chachitira kukopa belt. Picture ama pictures zere munika kwati ni. Yere munika kwati ni AI. Kaishi bantu. Chachitira. Waka inde ichirema last aka inde ichirema. Mda pa kufika pali ya levo pali ya patali. Tayari slogan ni soti sana. Ni soti sana ni hivyo fini. Assault sana. Assault sana. Epo mule bati yo. Haka inde ichile malde. Haka inde ichile malde. Mule imona idea. I know crowds do not necessarily turn into votes, but you need those kind of you need to show that kind of strength. You need to show that kind of strength. I know in politics those crowds may not necessarily mean turn into votes, but you need to show that power. You need to show that power. You need to show that power. At the moment, nobody can pull up what Hakainde Hichilema pulled up, in the copper belt. No one can do that. No one can do that. Tapali, Sotsan, how ni boom. Watching you from Chirundu border. Chirundu border. That's my place. I remember sleeping there. Panikaraka Lodge Kariam. How are you tired? Watching you from Kazungula. Where my father lives there. The village of my father. Chief Mukuni. Kutemwa ukuli aiwe. Mamba. I need to keep health, my dear. Strength komamuli ukutali. Strength but muli ukutali. Yes. Ni strength hii ni wamona. Wakwati nabali ukutali. Bale musapoto muntu ni strength. Ni strength. Nabali ukutali bale musapoto muntu ni strength. Na Chillufya Tayali ale musapota ni strength. How many people would want Chillufya Tayali to support them? How many? By the very fact that I'm this far and I am Chillufya Tayali and you are watching me, I'm supporting Hakainde Hichilema. That is strength in itself. That is strength. Hey, Lwapula sot sana muntu and dispenser Sizuka. I love you too, my man. Love you too. Anyway, let me say this. I am grateful to the people that have actually been advocating for my return home. I want to appreciate all of you. I want to appreciate all of you that are coming out, to advocate for my coming. And really, I think I want you to know that I am very grateful. I don't want to just pretend, because sometimes in politics, we don't want to show that, we are seeing something, we want to ukuichaida. What you are doing means a lot to me. What you are doing means a lot to me. So I want to appreciate you. You have to know that those of you that have been advocating for my coming back, that have been praying for my coming back, I am really grateful. And I know some of you are not coming out in public to talk about this. I know some of you are talking about it, privately. I am grateful. Some of you, you call me, you talk to me, you counsel me, you send me text messages. I appreciate all of you. Don't think that I take it for granted. No, I don't take it for granted. Remember, I am a person that hails from a Christian background. And from a Christian background, I believe that God does not speak, the way he used to speak to Abraham. He doesn't open the skies and speaks to us. God speaks through people. So when you people are talking, I take it that this is the will of God. Especially this year, one of my resolutions was to pray for God's will. For God's will, and if indeed he wants me to be back home, let me go back home. So your coming out, your voices are representing God's response to my prayers. God's response to my prayers. And, other people that have been praying for me, especially my family, my mother, you can imagine how my mother will feel. I mean, the day that I will come back to Zambia and, meet her, she'll be very excited. I've got also other family members. I've got my friends. They miss me. So I am very grateful. Of course, there are some people, as a person that is in public domain, you cannot expect everyone to say the same thing. Of course, there are other people that are speaking otherwise. I respect your opinion. I respect your opinion. I am not going to engage you and start fighting you, start shooting at you, trying to justify myself. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to attack anyone who is saying, no, Tayali should not be forgiven. Hey, why Tayali this? Those who are bringing my negative side. This is part of life. This is part of our democracy. Some people will have a positive attitude about you, will wish you good. Others, they'll think otherwise. So I respect you, and I'm not going to engage you. I know some of you are doing this so that you can draw my attention and I start engaging you. No. I'm not going to engage you. I am not. That is your opinion. That is your judgment. From my perspective, I will not say, no, I am innocent, I'm whatever. No. I'm a human being. And as a person who is always interacting with the public, who is always coming out on social media, talking about various issues, it is inevitable that at one point I will go astray. At one point I will say something that is wrong. At one point I will, offend somebody. I will hurt somebody. It is inevitable. I'm human, and I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. So I will make mistakes. So I will not come to you and start challenging you. Hey, what you are saying is wrong. Hey, no. Because yes, in certain instances you may not be right, but in certain instances you may be right. And indeed, I do acknowledge that I have made mistakes, and this is why I humbly ask you, for your mercy. I ask you to forgive me. I ask you to forgive me. It is inevitable that I make mistakes. Of course, somebody will say, but hey, the other day you were apologizing. What do you expect? I am every day interacting with people. So I will make so many mistakes. But certainly my mistakes are not more than my positive side. As much as I make so many mistakes due to the fact that I interact with so many people, almost on a daily basis, I will make a lot of mistakes. But my mistakes cannot outweigh my positive. No. And I don't want to look at myself like that. No. I am a sinner who always strive to do good. That is all I do. In my life, I keep pushing, I keep striving, to do good where I can, and where I fail, I ask for God's mercy. One of the primary primary objectives of me aligning to God or holding on to Jesus Christ is that I receive mercy. Why I go to church in the almost every other day, I go to church as much as possible. Why? Because I want God to forgive me. I want God to forgive me. But of course, I can't just ask God to forgive me. I also have to ask you, my brothers and sisters, to forgive me. To forgive me and to pray for me that I become a better person. So, and I know every day I'm becoming better. I am not the same every day. I am changing. I am developing. And I'm developing through your interaction, through your counsel, through your encouragement, through your prayers. That is what I have to say about those that are advocating for my coming back, and even those that have different opinions about that. For those of you who are doing it so that you can draw my attention, so that I can start engaging you and start quarreling with you, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not gonna do that. How? I'm not. I know, I've seen some of you, some of these guys, that are doing everything, trying to, trying to make me see them and engage them. You are even picking, or posta pali ka page kove, or pali profile kove, you post some negativity, you even copy those, you come and post them on my page, and you are saying here, so that mbone, and you want me to react to I'm not going to engage you. And some of you are just small boys. You are just small boys and girls, some of you. I cannot start engaging you. No. No, I'm not. I'm not going to engage you. Nakan. Some of these people that are in diaspora, some, not everybody. I have got a lot of people in diaspora who, who talk to me, who speak a lot of sense. But of course, there are some people who are pompous, who think that getting a visa to a developed country is intelligence. I mean, I don't know where you get this notion that because then you are more intelligent than the people that are in Zambia. You are more intelligent than the people that are in Kanyama. No, by the fact that you are kwelendeke, it doesn't mean that, valavika muamano. Ngoli chikopo, walave chikopo vifini. Ngoli chipua, walave chipua. You can be living anywhere in the world. You can be living anywhere in the world. But ngoli chipua, walave chipua vifini. Ngatawa kwa tamano, walave vini tawa kwa tamano. So, having a visa, or to go somewhere, it doesn't mean that you become more intelligent than others. I actually hate some of these people that, I'm James calling you from whatever. I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in you. Speak sense. Where you are calling from, where you are, doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter to me. What matters is what you say. What matters is your attitude. That's what matters. Not where you stay, because ngawaikala kwa kuti, then at nishna kwa taman. That is of course this is not everybody. No, I'm just talking about some people that behave in that manner. That is what I'm talking about. And for me, thank God I am exposed. Thank God I'm exposed. So there is nothing. I am Chillufya here. Wherever I'll go, I'll still be Chillufya with Ufontini wandina spoon muli cup ya tea. I'll still be that guy. But some of you want to be whatever. And I'm saying, I'm insisting, some of you. I don't want everybody in diaspora to feel like, I'm attacking them. I'm talking about some of those who think that, they are out there. Vachinjana ka accent. Vachinjana na ka accent. Bastana project voice. Anyway, thank you very much for your support. I take it that, that's God's voice speaking. And at the right time, God is the one that determines all this. At the right time, you will be able to see me back home. I will definitely come back home. With your voice, with your prayers. One day I'll be home. I want to reiterate Shife. Let me mention Shife. Shife, thank you very much. And Shife was very right to say, we used to battle it out. Pale kava in these platforms, I go in some of these platforms and engage people. Except that in Ghana platforms, people, they digress. They start insulting. What? Me, I don't insult. I just debate with people. And I used to debate Navena Shife. And, but I believe that whatever difference of opinion that we may have should not go into our personal, relationship. So Shife, I don't remember me agreeing with Shife. Most of the times, we were on the opposite side, shooting at each other. But I never took that personally. And Shifei equally didn't take that personally. So it is interesting to see that people that in the past we have been on different aisles are speaking for me. I am very grateful. I am really grateful, and that's what makes me feel very humbled, that people that are talking for me are those people that previously we have been politically at loggerheads. So I'm grateful to Shifei. I'm grateful to a number of you that have been calling me, that have been sending me text messages. I'm very grateful. And of course, this is now brings me even to the issue of our politics. I think we should elevate our politics to a mature level. We should elevate our democracy to a mature level. Zambia should be seen as a country that has a mature democracy. We can be, a tourist attraction of democracy. Zambia can be a tourist attraction of democracy. Zambia can be an example of how democracy should run or of how politics can be done. I'm telling you, we can do that. We have the beacon. We are the beacon of peace, in the region and in the world. Zambia is considered as a peaceful country. That is one value that we should be selling. It is an asset. Peace is very important. Let us sell that peace, that Zambia is a peaceful country. Let us sell that. Other countries don't have that. It's not easy. But peace is very important. Peace is a fountain of whatever development that you want to have for your country. Peace. Peace is very important. So we are a peaceful country. But can we bring that even in our politics, such that we can differ, but still, exude that harmony, exude that maturity? We can do that. We can do that. And this is my call even to my fellow opposition, because I still remain Economic and Equity Party president. I'm still in opposition, that is for that matter. I have not joined UPND. I am still Economic and Equity Party president. And I am calling upon other political leaders that can we change for once, whereby, we cannot be seen as, we should not be seen as rivals. We should be seen as, political players that are contesting in terms of ideas, in terms of how we look at things. That is what I'm praying for. That is what I would want to see. That is what I want to see. And Brian Mundubile, from my perspective, I know Brian very much. I know. We sat together, we ate together. We used to have long discussions about almost everything. Almost everything. We used to have discussions about almost everything. Brian Mundubile equally knows me. Brian knows my home. Brian knows what goes on in my home. He knows. He knows who I am. He knows at what level I operate. And this is why, on that level, I respect Brian. I respect Brian Mundubile. On that level, I respect Brian Mundubile. And don't ever expect that because of politics, I will soil that relationship. I will never soil that relationship. I will not. Please get it right. I will not soil my personal relationship with Brian. That I will not. Of course, on a political level, at this point in time, we are not singing from the same hymn book. We are not. We're not singing from the same hymn book. So, politically, expect me to criticize Brian Mundubile. Politically, expect me to attack Brian Mundubile. Politically. Don't confuse that, because some of you like to say, but you are not loyal. Hey, Brian helped you. Don't confuse issues. If I criticize Brian Mundubile, it doesn't mean that I do not recognize how he helped me. No. If I criticize Brian Mundubile politically, it doesn't mean that I am saying he's no longer my friend. No. No. And so, at this point in time, we are toiling different political lines. And since we are toiling different political lines, expect me to talk about Brian Mundubile and to criticize Brian Mundubile. For example, Brian Mundubile, the other day, President Hakainde Hichilema was in Parliament delivering a speech on values and principles. And on that day, values and principles, there are two times when the president goes to Parliament, 2 days in a year. This time around, where he goes and talks about principles and values of our country. Principles and values of our country. What development are we making? Remember, we are a Christian nation. And what principles do we have as a country? What values do we have as a country? This is about who we are as a people. Who we are. How do we relate to each other? How do we relate to our country? How are we bringing up our children? How are we living in our families? What is our attitude towards our government, towards the leadership? So this is a very important day. It's a very important day. It brings out our Ubuntu, our person. Who are we? And from my perspective, this is a day that anyone, even if you have issues with Hakainde Hichilema, you shouldn't miss to be there. So I condemn in the strongest terms that Brian Mundubile and his MPs, because let's face it, majority MPs, they are with Brian Mundubile. Let's face it. But Brian Mundubile and his MPs, they were not in Parliament. Why were they not in Parliament? Why was Brian Mundubile not in Parliament? What is he trying to show? What is he trying to show? What is he trying to communicate to the people? Especially now that Brian Mundubile is a new brand, is a new president, opposition leader. Let's face it, they can be talking whatever. But given Luvinda, you better jack up. You better jack up. Makebi Zulu vanani. Brian Mundubile, clearly, he has positioned himself and he has been recognized as the opposition leader. There is nobody, there is no name that is coming out more than Brian Mundubile. There is no name. There is just no name that is coming out. And Brian Mundubile should embrace this very well, because this is a privilege that Brian you have. It's a privilege. You have been positioned there. Don't take it for granted. Use it. Use it, but use it very well. What you do going forward now, people are watching. What is Brian doing? What is Brian doing? What is Brian doing? Others, they want to see, who is this Brian? Who is this Brian Mundubile? Who is this Brian Mundubile? So it is a privilege. You have been placed at that position where you have been recognized. It doesn't matter what Given Luvinda is saying. It doesn't matter what Makebi is saying. It doesn't matter what Fred member is saying. You are now the opposition, the leading opposition that we have. You are the one now. So conduct yourself in such a way that, our country is seen as developing in democracy. You can help our country, to go in a different, a different age of our politics. We are coming from the age of, insulting each other, not recognizing each other, because I know some of you like to say, but Hakainde did this, Hakainde Hichilema did this, Hakainde Hichilema did this. Whatever Hakainde Hichilema did, it's long gone. Whatever relationship Hakainde Hichilema had with previous presidents, especially with Edgar Lungu, that is gone. That is gone. We are in the new era. And we ourselves, it's us who can move ourselves into that new era of politics. Not to say, no, Hakainde Hichilema did this, Hakainde Hichilema. No, you are remaining in the past. Hakainde Hichilema, even Hakainde Hichilema has changed if you have not noticed. Hakainde Hichilema has changed. The president, the Hakainde Hichilema president and Hakainde Hichilema in opposition, there is a total difference unless you don't want to see it. But really, people who are genuine, people who are objective, will be able to see that the Hakainde Hichilema of the opposition and Hakainde Hichilema, the president, there are two different issues. They are two different people. They are two different people. Hakainde Hichilema himself has developed. Hakainde Hichilema is more gracious now. He's more gracious. Listen to even his speeches. Take even Ama speeches Yakwe when he just became president. And today, listen to his speeches. He's totally different. He's totally different. He has assumed a different disposition, a different attitude towards all of us. This is why even me, I mean, some of you are even talking about, no, let Tayali come. You are talking because you know that Hakainde Hichilema can listen. You know that he can listen. You know that the people in government can listen. If you knew that there was acrimony and these people cannot listen, they are not tolerant, you would not be talking about it. You are talking because you know that Hakainde Hichilema has changed his attitude. I mean, even down some of these people that you talk about to say, no, hey, this one, he has jailed this one, he has jailed this one, he has jailed. There is no one who is in jail who is there as a political prisoner. There is no one. There is no one. I am the only, if I were in prison, I would have been the only political prisoner. But I'm not in jail. I'm not in jail. And I'm here. Well, let me not confuse all that. But the point is that Hakainde Hichilema has changed. We need to change our politics. And Brian Mundubile has to realize that he has got a responsibility to change the trajectory of our politics. Because he has been recognized. It doesn't matter. Tapalile ngoma muntu andi, Brian tapalile ngoma. Na chipwana iya. Brian Mundubile is our leading opposition. But he has to define what kind of politics he's going to engage in. And absconding parliament is not the right way. Is not the right way. If Brian Mundubile doesn't play well his cards, he's going to lose that position that God has given him. He's going to lose it. He's going to lose it. If Brian does not handle the position that he has been given carefully, he's going to lose it. He will just end up like these others that will easily be dismissed. He needs to show wisdom. He needs to show, magnanimity, tolerance. He needs to show that. He needs to show that he's a gentleman. Gone are the days when you become a president by throwing stones, by, tear gases. No, gone are the days. Gone are those days that, no, it has to be through, fighting. What? No. I think we can move that to a point where, it is about ideological contestation. Ideological contestation. And based on how you sell yourself, people will say, yes, this is the person that we want. There is, this is information age. This is information age. You have got social media. You have got many ways of disseminating your ideas. Many ways. And everyone is listening to social media, to TV, radio. I mean, this is an information age. It's an information age. So, politics is about ideological contestation. And since it is an ideological contestation, and you have the platform where you can reach out to the people, why should you engage in other means, such as, conflicts? You shouldn't. You shouldn't. So, Brian Mundubile, you have this, and even other leaders, you need to up your game. You need to up your game where you start showing people that, look, this is what is contending me. This is what I have. These are my ideas. This is where I want to take the country. And if you can show people like that, people will be able, to approve you. People will be able to confirm you. So, Hakainde Hichilema, because Hakainde Hichilema, you are in opposition, he's in parliament, you don't go to parliament. What are you trying to say? What message are you giving to the public? Why didn't you go to parliament? Because that is disrespecting. It is frowning the Republican president. But look, if you are frowning, if you are despising the Republican president, what are you doing to yourself? What are you saying about yourself? Is that what you want? Yourself, when you become a president, do you also want people to be absconding parliament? Do you want people to be shunning away from whatever national events? I think we need to move away from that. And Brian, you have got the pedigree to do that. You have it. You can do it. You can do it, Brian. You have that. I know you. You can do it. Because this is not the first time that Brian has absconded himself. I think there was, what is this? When they were voting for Bill 7, Brian did not go there. When they were voting for Bill 7, he did not go there. Trust me, much as you knew that you are going to lose, you had better been in parliament. You had better been in parliament. It is about showing patriotism. I don't agree with this, but here I am. Here I am. Show yourself. Show yourself that, and make your statement. Make your statement. And the good thing, like I'm saying, that we are in the information age. Each time the president goes to parliament, these journalists are always there to interview you. So why not take that advantage when the president speaks? Immediately you come out, you face the media and you talk to them. First of all, I'm saying on the level of patriotism, it does not, what is the word? It does not signify patriotism. It doesn't show that you are patriot. It doesn't show that you are patriot. We should have a situation where, we have other national events. We have Independence, we have Freedom Day, we have other days where these are national days. And where we are coming from, we have been having politicians, those in opposition, not attending. Wherever the president is, they don't go and attend. Wherever the president is, they don't go and attend. Vabran, ni mamu likunta nshinomba. Ni mamu likunta nshiko opposition. Change that attitude. We should be able to see you standing side by side with the president on Independence Day. You are in opposition. You are an opposition leader. What is wrong in, being together, celebrating as a nation? What is wrong? This is what we can showcase to the world. Where when we have national events, even the opposition is present. I would like to see Brian Mundubile, because October is coming after my elections, and I know that Hakainde Hichilema is returning as president, and Brian will be in opposition, will be the leading opposition. I would like to see that Brian will be there in spite of him losing my elections, because Ukulusa Hakainde Hichilema is going through. So even after that, I would want to see Brian Mundubile standing there. That is the kind of Zambia we should aspire for. That is what we should be looking forward to. National events, let us be together. There is nothing wrong. Does it mean that Nishbara Fiamano? Fiara Chinja? abo baleba tebumushani ati Brian isn't mushani na bwali. Tebumushani na bwali. Tebumushani na bwali. It is about, national unity. It is about patriotism. Brian is part of his manifesto. Himself speaking to the people. One of the first things that I want to do is to unite the country. That is what Brian is saying. Even when he was installed as a Tonse president, one of the things that he spoke about is unity. But no by more Brian, munenda pali unity. And yet munenu aya ku parliament mwakano okusangwako. What unity are you preaching? What unity are you preaching? You are talking about unity. But Hakainde Hichilema goes to parliament mwakano okusangwako. Are you going to continue on this trajectory? Ema politics mwala tulanga, unity mwala tulanga. Because unity, unity. You should be able to embrace one another in spite of our difference, in spite of our diversity. Politically, tribal, regional, whatever. You should be able to embrace us. All of us. But you're talking about unity, and you are in the forefront, to show this unity when your friend is giving a speech, and especially on values and principles. Really, there it is not so much of an issue of contestation. What? No. It's that day shouldn't be so political, in my view. It shouldn't be so political. It shouldn't be so political. That day is not a political day. Sona is because that's when you articulate the policies. The policies and the budget comes out of the Sona. But on values and principles, it is more about who we are. And who we are, surely we can only say, we are not doing well here. We can do better here. We can do better here. We can do better here. That's all we should do. So why stay away? You, Brian, you are saying you want unity. Show us that unity. Show us that direction. That you are a sober man. There is nothing wrong shaking hands with Hakainde Hichilema. There is nothing wrong. So why do you want to create? You are talking about unity, but you want to pose like Hakainde Hichilema is a rival, is an enemy. No. It's very wrong. So on the national level, on patriotism, it's wrong. It's wrong. It's very, very wrong. And for me, this is why for me, if you remember, if you have followed me, even when I was fighting President Hakainde Hichilema, I never shunned to go to national events. Even when we remember, you have seen that video that goes around. When we met at Mulungushi, I went to Mulungushi, and Hakainde Hichilema was sitting there. I was sitting across. Hakainde Hichilema was sitting, the other side, and I was on the other side. I stood up where I was, and I walked to Hakainde Hichilema to greet him. And at that point, really, we were fighting big time. You remember what Hakainde Hichilema himself said? Why do you always write about me? You have so much time. You always write about me. Why don't you write about trees? It is me who stood where I was. I didn't say, that is Hakainde Hichilema. I hate him. I cannot go to him. I cannot greet him. I went to greet him. Because that is my attitude. Even when things were really, really, really hot, when it mattered, I took the national patriotism and justice, of course. This is why, even when at that moment when Hakainde Hichilema was arrested over the Mungu saga, when he was arrested over that, I was, if you follow, just at that moment, I was seriously criticizing Hakainde Hichilema. But the next day, when I heard that Hakainde Hichilema has been arrested and charged with treason, I refused. I stood with Hakainde Hichilema. I stood with Hakainde Hichilema. I said, no, this is wrong. Because in spite of our political differences, justice must always prevail. Justice must always prevail. Harmony must prevail. Even another time, the first time I met Hakainde Hichilema, he was coming from Woodlands police station. And I was busy criticizing him. That is how, I went to give him solidarity. And later on, we met. So, this is where I'm coming from. So, I'm not talking about something just because some of you like to say, no, you are talking like this because you want to come back. On some of these things, me, I stand on patriotism. I stand on harmony. I stand on justice. It doesn't mean that when I criticize you, and that's why I like Shife, what Shife, brought out. Of course, he brought out even, something that was personal. But that is just me. In spite of us fighting, but behind the scenes, I was able to call Shife and discuss and whatever. And we shared the little that we had. That is what I believe in. And that is what I am talking about here, that Bamunduvide, Chinja Nama politics. Bamunduvide, muisa na imwati yo, chube nomba, kutintana, if ya kutintana, fila lepuka. If ya kutintana, fila lepuka. Ati impanda, ngamwa konkelesha some of these people. Bakandile, no, awe, bossy. Fila balanda ati, ichipuwa chaichiro muto, impanda shatobela panshi. Bamunduvide muli babemba. If you continue listening to some of these candidates who have made our politics toxic, because some of these people, they enjoy when there is rivalry between parties. They like it. There are some muli rivalry. When there is feud, they benefit out of it, because they take it to say, when Brian is fighting with Hakainde Hichilema, for example, Brian is fighting with Hakainde Hichilema, they would want that feud or that hatred to continue. And when it continues, then they will be busy now defending Brian. Hey, I'm defending Brian. Hey, shouting. After that, they go to Brian. Mamona bossy, then he defend. Mamona boss, na chimu tukaudia. Mamona bossy. Valadila po. There are some who benefit out of conflicts in politics. There are some who do that. And there are a lot of these candidates. A good example, there was, during the time we have a PF, some cadres created, enmity between Chillufya and Chillufya. Chillufya and Chillufya, and they were busy creating, fabricating things. Hey, Chillufya landefi. Hey, Chillufya landefi. And these two leaders were enjoying. They bale fukulendaram. And they were even calling me, both of them, because you find that, both sides will call me and will try to give me their side of story. Chitotela would call me, namu mfufu alandiro you, achirandefi, ule mutumani chitalu Chillufya. So that na njingire Mutambo kutoka chitalu Chillufya. I was not doing that. Chitalu Chillufya na wakumanya chitalu Chillufya. Ule muntu ulia, alelandati, namu nefi landiro you. I was not doing that. Now I know, but these people are still alive. These people are still alive. They would call me and tell me, talk whatever. No ways, I was not engaging. The time that I attacked either of them, it was not because of this other person, no. There was a time when I attacked Stotela. It was about that house. It was about the issue relating to corruption, and that house here in near the Kuhaibex. When I attacked Chillufya, it was about the ambulances. not the conflict that they had between the two of them. And yet they were people that were specialized in fueling that hatred. It is the same thing. Couldn't I remember Brian? There will be people that will be specialized in fueling hatred. Fueling hatred. So that that's why I'm telling even Uyumukashana, what is this? Lİllian Mutambo. Lİllian Mutambo is busy. Hey, this one. Hey, Vamumbipiri. Hey, Vamumbipiri. Hey, you are sending that one. Hey, to talk about. I mean, ignore that, Lİllian. You are supporting Brian. Don't start picking up fights with everyone. You pick a fight with this one. You pick a fight with this one. No. Don't do that. Don't do that. Yes, if people have done something wrong, talk about the wrong that they have done. Not to say, hey, let's start attacking Mundubide. Hey, let's start attacking Mundubide. Why? Create that attitude of unity. Unity. Create that attitude. Have that, show us that unity. Show us tolerance. Not busy, whatever. No, it's not good. But then, this issue of being hostile, opposition, it actually doesn't help politically. Some people think that it helps. It doesn't help politically. It doesn't help. From a strategic point of view, you are better off being civil. You benefit more when you are civil than when you are hostile. Politically, I'm telling you, listen to me very well. And this, I've experienced it. If you are hostile, I'm telling you, you don't get much. People think that when you are hostile, that is when, ulimwaume. No, you don't achieve much. You don't achieve much. Some of the issues that we bring to social media, instead of engaging, we actually lose. There are issues, yes, that you need to bring to social media, but I will tell you 80% of the issues needs to be discussed. You need to engage people. Especially when you are advocating for people. When you want to help people. Because once you bring things on social media, attacking other people, you put them on defense. And when you put them on defense, it's highly unlikely that they will listen to you. They will try to consolidate their position. Like, I am issues muma companies. Yeah? Some of you, kunchito, no, apata to the fora we know, shanshani, company yesu, ile tupero tukoto, shanshani, but Tayali, talk about this, and you want me to start talking about your company. Hey, this company, hey, whatever. That company will start looking who has given this information to Tayali. Who has given this information to Tayali? And some of you, you will be targeted. Some of you will be targeted. And some people might even lose jobs. Not because you told Tayali, no. They will fire you for anything. They will retrench you to say, no, the company is not doing well. They will get rid of you. So this is why some of you who come up to say, hey, what did this? Hey, our company, and I don't talk about it because certain instances, bringing things on social media, that company, might just react in a way that people are messed up. Same number businesses. No, this company is not paying. No, this company, whatever. And you want me to talk about it. If I talk about it, for example, Walitsa supply, oranges. You have supplied oranges to a company, and then you are not paid. Then you come to Chillufya. Chillufya, talk about this. Hey, that company doesn't pay. Then I come and start talking about this company is not paying suppliers. And yet, it is clear that the only person who has not been paid is Mr. Mwanza. Mr. Mwanza supplied oranges, and we have not paid Mr. Mwanza. And Chillufya is talking about, us not paying suppliers. You are targeted. Next, they cut you off. They cut you off. They don't give you business anymore. They don't give you business anymore. Or even that payment, because some of you think that it is even courageous. You even go to social media or to whatever. You even do interviews. No, we did this. See, now 8 months we have not been paid. You are a businessman. Interview. You are a businessman. Because the company has not paid you. Interview per social media. You think your business will be secured. You think other companies will give you business. They will not give you business. So some of these things, kubonfya wisdom. It is not always that you achieve something in hostility, no. Even politically, if you are hostile, you will find that life yala kukosela. Let's face it. Abali power, they have got power. They have got access to state machinery. And they can leash it on you. They can leash it on you. I am here because of hostility. I am here because of hostility. When you are hostile, they unleash that machinery on you. At the end of the day, you find yourself in exile. You find yourself in exile. And if you are not lucky, you end up mumpanga kwa timijeje. Wambo kwa kala mumpanga. Wambo kwa chika la mpanga. Ngawashuka, inana shuka. I found civilized people, reasonable people. By Sansunga, Kobambika, Kopaka, Dakasuma, Shan, Baransunga, we never Baransunga win. How in Baransunga win? No budget, Nicola Lampang. Some that will change it and go have sendera, Purukutu. I'm a politics yard shupa anywhere. I'm a politics yard shupa. Politics is difficult anywhere. So it doesn't matter if you are hostile. Don't expect that politics will be easy for you. And you might end up, outside your country. You might end up muchifungo. If you go, a hostile way. So a brand, ngamuna istantuan kane, muikonkere reyata, ine chintinya nshiria, haka inde ichilema, haka inde ichilema. Ndala tapale ko fiala kutwala. Nobody never chala fianta. Take an attitude that, it doesn't, not that you have to agree with him. No, you don't have to agree with Hakainde Ichilema. But be civil. Be civil. Let your issues be seen to say, yeah, here he has a point. Here is a point. Not unnecessarily, being hostile, being acrimonious. No, tafia bombe. Politically, ilakosa muntu and ilakosa. That's why we have ended up here. I would have been in Zambia. I've seen also some of these young politicians. Young politicians busy. Bahaka inde ichilema na balwala. Bahaka inde ichilema. Mwache tekanya. Bahaka inde ichilema. Iwe. Nibutembere ngobudire muntu wandi. Nibutembere ngobudire. If you continue on that trajectory, they can ignore you when you're not. Of course, some of these people are being ignored because they don't make an impact. They can make as many videos as they want, but, very few people are paying attention. But if you are really making an impact, like, if he doesn't handle it, he cannot afford to be careless. These are small boys and girls. They can afford to be careless. But at our level, even me, at my level, Muntwandi, I cannot afford to be careless. Of course, I was careless, and look where it has brought me. I was careless. Where has it brought me? Thank God. But I'm speaking from experience. You become hostile and you have got an influence, you are big. Small boys, these others, they are useless. That's why they don't pay attention to them. But ngawachiramu, one day chikakufianta. Ngawachiramu, one day chikakufianta. So you need to be careful. So from a political point of view, irakosa. You won't do anything. You won't do anything. Muntwandi, nokutola fe mwana kureji. Ukuya kopesho mwana fe kureji. If you are hostile, ila shupa. You can't access a lot of government facilities. You can't. Later on, the people that work in government, it's difficult. The other point that you have to realize is, when the president is there and you have got an opportunity to be there, be there. Be there. When the president is there, you have got an opportunity to be there, be there. Because when you are there, the media is there. The media presence, the whole country is focused on the president. That is an opportunity for you to be seen as well. That is an opportunity for you to be seen. The journalists will tell you at Mulungushi there, much as I went there to show brotherhood, but I knew that the cameras are on Hakainde Ichilema. When I was greeting him, the cameras picked that. Tayali is greeting Hakainde Ichilema. My name went far. Even people that didn't know me, they were like, who is this one? Who is who Hakainde Ichilema is addressing? Some of you were laughing at me. Look what Hakainde Ichilema told me. Me, I achieved my political income. I got my political benefit. Because the very moment, the way that video went viral, all of you, I'm sure, even now, as I'm talking, you all saw that video. You all saw that video. And some people, there were people that didn't know me. But when I was greeting Hakainde Ichilema, and Hakainde Ichilema, I fell into the trap. Because me, I went there to greet him nicely. He became emotional. And whatever he said, he sold me. Whatever he said, he sold me, because out of what he said, people now were repeating. Did you hear what Hakainde Ichilema said? Did you hear what Hakainde Ichilema said? Who was he telling? Tayali. Who was he telling? Tayali. So out of Hakainde Ichilema's popularity, Muntwandi, I benefited politically. Now imagine the president. Now Hakainde Ichilema is Republican president. The Republican president, ukukulumbra ve mupena munanikane mu statement yakwe akulumbra vye. Like this one. Ni marketing Muntwandi. Ni marketing. Even your page, nganika page, they will even start color ticking. There is one gentleman that I know. The moment the president said, I see what you are doing on your page, you go to his page. The page has grown. But what is his content really? Not much. So when the president is there and you are also there, you are covered. You have an opportunity to be known. You want to be known. I mean, people don't know you countrywide. You want to be known. When are you going to be known by the people in the villages? When the president is talking, boys in our villages, vakateka wali kutwanikane. Yonse, ZNBC, Zanis, Vanani, Bonse, they are there. And if you shake hands with the president, they will notice you. Who is this one? Oh, this is Mundubile. Oh, this is Mundubile. ZNBC will never cover you. When you are issuing your statements, ZNBC won't come to your press conference and report you at 19 hours. They won't. But when the president is there, you will be covered. 19 hours news, you will be there. They will see you. You sell yourself. That's how you sell yourself. It is Independence Day. The president is there. You should be there. ZNBC will cover you because they are covering the president and you are there. So they cannot edit you out. They can't. These are some of the political strategies that has made some of us. I have sold myself without investing money. It is all about strategy. It's all about strategy. That is how I've sold myself. If you are a politician, you should never miss an opportunity where there are cameras. When you hear my cameras, when you hear there are microphones, make sure you are there. Make sure you are there. If you are a politician, if you are a politician, Kuriama cameras, be there. Be there. Even if they don't like you, go there. Nangubakuma. You sell yourself. I've played some of these tricks very much. I went to, remember, by UPND. By UPND lost the AMA elections 2015. In 2015, they lost the AMA elections. After Warusa, they were very upset by UPND. And the Hakainde Ichirema was having a press conference at one of the hotels, Pamunaripan. He was having a press conference. And I was one of the troublemakers in that election. I did them bad by UPND. I did them bad. I campaigned against Hakainde Ichirema. And one of the people that they hated was Chillufya. You remember, that is a time that this lady, what's her name? Martha Mushipe. You remember Martha Mushipe? Martha Mushipe who jumped on me, wanted to beat me physically there. I rowed Jack Mwimbo, at Mulunguchi. I asked some foolish questions just to make them upset. They were upset and they jumped on me. Cameras went on me. Now, they were having a press briefing at that hotel. I went there because the whole cameras, Hakainde Ichirema is giving a statement after losing. What happened? Fiari Njimia. But Fianjimia, that is, those pictures went viral. Tayali has been beaten. The pictures went viral. You saw me with my clothes, whatever, and you were laughing. Myself, I achieved my political objective. I made news. If I didn't go to Mulungushi, I wouldn't have made news. But you were seeing me. You were seeing it. Those are some of, I'm revealing to you some of my political strategies, some of the strategies that have made me to be where I am. So, Cuba strategic. And sometimes you laugh, you people, they say, now we know. Hey, for me, I like it. I have achieved my strategy, my objective. Sometimes because as a politician, you need to be in the news. You need to be in the news. As a politician, you need to be in the news. You were busy. Hey, Tayali, how can he appear on ZNBC? Muma pajamas. And you were busy discussing my pajama. You think if I wanted, I wouldn't have dressed up properly before I switched on my camera. I've got all the time to dress up and before I switch on my camera. I can put on even powder. I can do it. But you need to find a way that your message can go viral. That's why most of you can be saying very good things. Walanda, but nobody pays attention. There are times when you have to do certain things. You have to how can I make, what you should be asking yourself, you can have good ideas. Ask yourself, how can I make this information to go viral? What language should I use to make my message go viral? What? Sometimes we know upuba, and sometimes I want to know upuba. People sometimes like foolishness. The very things that, but how can he do this? How can he do this? But they are busy sharing. They are busy sharing. But how can he dress up like this? How can he dress up like this? But they are busy sharing. And as they are sharing, you become ubiquitous in the minds of the people. You get stuck in the minds of the people. People know you. That is how, when we are walking, people are recognizing us. Oh, Tayali, Tayali, Tayali. Who am I? How am I going to sell myself? How am I going to sell myself? I mean, how? I don't even have the looks. How? I don't have money. I need to find a way to imprint myself into your mind. Now nganapita mulambona uyo tayari. I am more popular than people who have got money. People who have got money are more popular than them. I'm more popular than Bamende. I'm more popular. I'm more popular than Banani. I'm more popular. Why? Strategies muntu strategies wa mundu vile. Bonfi nama strategies. Mutambo kuipanga kwati the way these others have done it. Do it differently. Do it differently. You are a politician in a new era. A new era. Right now, Zambians are looking for an opposition. They don't have an opposition. A big opposition. And you are stepping in that. You have got an advantage. So, show yourself differently. Market yourself differently. You are not a Sata. You are not Edgar Lungu. You are not. And you keep on insisting, hey, Edgar Lungu. Leave Edgar Lungu. Leave Edgar Lungu. Hey, no PF. PF is gone. Leave PF. Move on. PF is gone. Show people that this is where now people belong. Can you come here? Those who don't want to be part of UPND, come here. Show people differently. Drop the nonsense of Makebi. Leave Makebi nechitumbi chakwe. Leave Makebi nechitumbi chakwe. Let him continue. Pachitumbi. And so far, Ichitumbi chakwe has not really yielded much. He's stuck in Ichitumbi chakwe. Makebi Zulu is stuck in Ichitumbi chakwe. Imwe, move on. Anyway, but what I've said here, these kind of things I will be saying on Brian politically. Where I don't agree with him, I will be saying it. And I've given this for tonight. Really, what I'm advocating for is a civil, political, what is this sphere, where we can engage on a civil level. Yes, of course I'm here, but I'm looking forward to coming. I'll be coming, and I'm looking forward to a time when we can sit as opposition. We can sit and show that this is our country. We shouldn't always be busy fighting in whatever. Pressure salary mbati. PF is intact. It's intact, Kwisa. PF. There is no PF. Just move on. Now in the pressures, move on. There is no PF. Even that Makebi Zulu, move on. But the best that you can do, you people, you just swallow your pride and go to that Munduvile. Go to that Munduvile. At least mwala panga kwefia mano. Mwala monika kwa niwa opposition. If we to the akainde nomba. If we to the akainde, if we to the akainde ichilema, we want to make sure that akainde ichilema goes through this election and is going through. And I am looking forward, seriously, I'm looking forward coming back home to help President Hakainde Hichilema in his second term, because I am seeing a lot of work that needs to be done. There is a lot of work that I strongly believe that needs to be done. And Hakainde Hichilema will need a lot of people to help him. Otherwise, next term, it is crucial. Next term, it is crucial. I cannot go in details, but I know next term will be crucial, and I hope Hakainde Hichilema will put up a good team to help him defend his legacy. Next term, Hakainde Hichilema has to define his legacy. He has to define his legacy such that even when he will be gone, people will be able to remember to say, that man, yes, he has done something. He has done something. But he now needs a signature to sign on his legacy. There are so many things that have been happening, but now he needs to put a signature on those things that he has started when they reach maturity, when they reach fruition. Yeah. Anyway, I think in Aranda sana, Fiafure Fifin. You can give me, you can call me, you can call in. You can call in. We need the civil politics. And it starts from the leaders. If the leaders, show sobriety, even Vakandile, they will follow suit. So it starts from there. What we are doing, it starts from there. But if they are the ones who are starting, who are showing, acrimony, who are showing intolerance, even these issues, even, fighting on social media, fighting in the compounds, political violence will persist. But depending on how, these leaders on top behave, even, the people down will be able to behave accordingly. And that is what I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to, a civil environment in politics. A civil environment in politics. You can call in, Kaidinaimwe. I know you want to come. Namkwataka number. You can call in. Yarikawa politics. Politics te havan. Politics te havan. But it must strategy tumo. Eto na chaya muntu andi. It must strategies. Don't think that I've reached here for nothing, from nowhere. No, I've been working on my craft. Church Bashan, people are calling when I was talking. Tumeni network oko hili. UPND forgive for Tayali. Thank you, Kelvin. Thank you. Sobriety, not sobility. Abana baba kutaka rectify sungu. Tabia ni uko ushiri musungu ini. Na mumfwa. Matinenda fisaka mana fisaka mana fisungu. Nchifisaka mana. Ndandira vetu sungu so that bonfwe. So ngana umfwe vini. Noti vya watu tampo kula nitako rectify na kabia ni uko. Njakwata na french te fisungu. Na alifi pate fisungu ini. Ero lonka wakateka ine tukabwekera kuna nikani ku local language even in parliament we should be able to allow people to debate, not that hey what does that mean no nchikulu na umfwa njifisa kama no kufisa kama muipose la fenshta Nishiri musungwe. Ava. Chirishan phone. Taire dida. Details me, President. FM area Jimfoye. Hi, Mr. President. $100 here. I want to send you another $100. Na totera. Give me details. FM for area Jimfoye okumfwedi. Area Jimfoye okumfwedi. Hello? Hello? Wina feshani. Okay.
No. Kwa ine nikamba kuti imwe namkwata binoculars ukulanda kwandi namkwata binoculars so ndelanda nikamba kwa chikulire kwa chikulu sinikamba munga ni bana wa namkwata binoculars ili ashimwalanda apa namkwata binoculars last time dalilanda po palimo uja vakateka kulefwaika kuti fintu kuti fikabe bwino kulefwaya imwe bamubika pa running mate twalilanda pokunuma kulefwaika imwe bamubika pa running mate mwatandizana ili ashi manje si onekera bwino kuti iyendera pati so imwe namkwata binoculars na totera sana.
Thank you. Thank you. By the way, running mate. Narikosa running mate. But to be honest, for me, I don't think I would be ready for such a position. I don't think I would be ready for such a position as running mate, vice president. Therefore, I punch. Not vice president, but Kuria can Tumukatu. But people are jostling for vice president. Whatever for vice president. Even I want to have corrupt. I want to have corrupt. Now, when I for vice president, we shall want to have a shiny canshine. Hello?
Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening, Bwana Tayali Muipwaji.
Buena, boss.
I'm calling you from Mundola, Zambia. I'm Banda.
Yes, Banda.
Muri bueno Tayali.
Nili bueno. Munga mameni mwaonera pana.
Nilima kukonda mbuya. Nilima kukonga day so lero na mvela bueno na kukachinga lero.
Zikomo.
Manje waiwalako kachakamene wezo na idocha kuli wa ECZ kajati.
You know? Uziwa. Mdala. Baja. Uziwa mbuya. Ngati niwa politician. Ngati waziva tumakamera ziyalipo muntu wanga. Also ya CIA. They need to capture you. Ifunika yaenda viral. Manje paja. Ngati manani uzachabe. Iya iwachetwa. Okay, sorry naenda. What? Nishi ndio politician wa bwanji. Nikukaripa mdala. Umenya patebo. Mba.
Why can you do this and that?
Up to today, people are still playing that. And the people sometimes in wakaona kamene kaja. Ni ndani wamene huyu. Ati ni tayari. You know?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
No. Even ndio anzeru mtu wangai. Usiwa yo. Why you quit that time?
But to be truthful, I'm wishing you the best, Mr. Tayali. Ponce vavene mu machita ni makutambani always. I'm wishing you the best.
Yeah.
Chalo mandi ni mavuto ya limo, but pitrizani kumanga chalo, Mulungu azikudalisani always. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Abanda. Thank you. You know, politician Muntwandi, don't let the cameras, don't let the mic go without you being captured. Sometimes you can even capture, you can even steal the moment. You can even steal the moment. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Yes, good evening.
I think I've got the wrong number.
Oh.
Yeah. I've got the wrong number.
Okay. Hello? Hello? Hello? Hello?
Watali. Hello, Watali. Mwachoma bwanje.
Bwino, mwachoma. Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Leo mbuiza Watali.
Leo mfiki.
Okay. Leo mangani ndiki Osaka.
Okay, yes, Mangani.
So, nipo kwa nakupale babulani mondo vile. Ukubatemu abantu twabatemu ntile fina tubatemu nombo bose uli postrati ngewe fina kumulanje strategy abakwete kirawo kira kufya kunuma
awe
kirawo kira kufya the strategy is just bad batali yako barewukira isharesta ba Edgar na birawe wawe iyi generation turi nefa new strategy mama so mubo basho kulanda kona bela landeni kona bela bachinjeko mingarato ile mingata ile yafo
ngati nabo
ukumona seno kwandi sasa ne kwale bakwati ba Edgar Lungura ba echeta ba umfwana sana bakwasa ko umbi opposition nanguta wale umfwana Batisti they draw near alokala kali most fuko kwa kutwa umfwana amuna abantu kubanga chita mamona kuba bela bali shaka muri ile all the politics
awe ta twafo ile boy
what
I'm sure bale umfwa
bachinje kweminga tushuye kwesharp sanako ko generation tuyimoteira muri kaunda ya muri kiruba
awe
ni muri bayechecho
kuri AI muntu wandi kuri AI nomba kuri AI ero nomba imo mwikalirera nkane ya ama politics ya muchachacha
na mukadarize mmone hapa ila at least akuli ko baidi garungu kwa ko kadarism na kadarism ko konkani mama kabisa kwete kwa makapa takwa tamaka kada so rabela bese ko strategy ni abana bale bonfya india kadarism bali kuma ya using another strategy so bale bale tatamufya kade
yeah no
kama mwande kuna bale anatokera
thank you hello Precious.
Yes, how are you?
Chinja strategy Precious na iwe. Na iwe chinjeko strategy ma politics ya chinja na iwe. Osa nkadilira chabe mulina nikane. Haka inde. Gassing iwe na iwe. Tichinjeko story.
No,
Kamba.
Listen.
Okay, Kamba. Ukambako value man.
I cannot change until justice is prevailed. I cannot change what that is what we're speaking. Me, I've got my president, and that is MZ. So you keep on saying there is no opposition. PF is dead. Okay, we shall see. I'm just waiting for the right time when you and UPND are going to be exposed. Because yourself, you are in darkness, and they keep on fooling you. Come back, come back. The day you come back, they will do like the way they did. So if I were you, just be where you are there instead of you going to prison. Because you know that whatever you used to tell the people, it was the truth. Because up to now, they are failing to do what is right. And for you to say that PF is gone, I don't even know why you always talk like that. Do you think Varungu can rest in peace without bringing back our PF? That's what you think? So if he else wishes, Akande Chilema is going to be defeated. And that conference, it was the last conference for him because he's not coming back. 13 August, we are going to have a new president. If you want, mark this day. God bless you. Bye-bye.
Zikomo. Hello?
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, good evening, Mr. President.
Good evening.
Sure. No, mine is a brief one. To be honest, Mr. Chillufya, I think when I'm doing they should really appreciate because there's no one, someone who is not for you giving you such advice. I think they should really appreciate that. And I also want to point out, you are really a newsmaker. Every time I want news on them, you see when they start, I don't know whether they call it a signature, or they bring those pictures, their presidents.
I don't know. Hello? I think you are. Hello? I think you are using. You have put your phone on loud. Please just speak normally.
Can you hear me now?
I think better. Yes. Speak like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I was saying. When I'm doing it, I mean, but you are giving advice. Yeah. And another thing that I was saying was, you are really a newsmaker. You know, every time when you see when you are going to watch TV, you know, that first one, I don't know whether they call it the signature or whatever, they bring all those prominent people, the presidents and whatever, and it looks like Tayali is a man that I'm sure you know what I'm saying, I'm talking about. Yeah, so, yeah, you are really a newsmaker and you are one of the prominent people in the country. Thank you.
Thank you. Indeed, you can't be a politician and you don't make news. Eh? You can't be a politician and you don't make news. A politician must make news. A politician is a source for many journalists. Even me, when I call for a press conference, I always used to have journalists, average 50. They will always be there. And they will cover my story. Because I knew what to bring out. Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Good evening.
Good evening.
How are you, Mr. Tayali?
Fine, thank you. How are you, sir?
Yeah, my name is Chanya.
Okay.
I've been listening to your program.
Okay.
There is one thing that I totally agree with you. In this 21st century, we should change the narratives of the politics. Politicians should not look at each other like enemies. We should look at each other like footballers. They play football, fighting to win the league. At the end of the day, they'll greet each other and say, bye, see you next season. When we have a national duty, we have a funeral. We should be seen as politicians should be seen to come together and mourn the dead. Even burying of ECL, all politicians must come together and ask the family of the Lungus to say, let's bury this man before we continue campaigning. Let's for once Zambia show how civilized our politics is. Not Myro trend of police on Epwell. Precious. Where is she getting the narrative that anyway, she's entitled to her own
exactly.
I don't want to go that route. And I just hope that people after HH wins elections, they won't turn around, what is the rig? What is the stuff on politics? We are past that stage.
We should continue emphasizing on that. I mean, I've been talking about it, and I encourage you and the people who are listening to continue talking about this, because, I mean, the situation can already show, we can already see what is happening. People are busy with the trivialities, and yet, after the election, they will start saying, no, he has rigged. I mean, you are not organized.
ECZ has improved. We, the politician, also must improve. Let's play politics, clean politics. Let's play that we are all Zambians. All we want is a better Zambia. And I don't think I've seen a president who is really for the Zambians. HH has shown that he's really, and he's campaigning by just providing what the people of Zambia want.
That's all.
And Mundibile has got a very good opportunity is to set up a good opposition party. He's very young. He's still got 2031 to tackle. And the best time is that, look at Akainde. When did he start as an opposition leader? My opposition 1 year, my president. Not in Zambia, my friend. Even Michael Sata failed.
Yeah, no, indeed. Thank you very
so much for your time.
Thank you very much. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, please.
How are you? Yes, how are you, Mr. Tayali?
Fine, thanks.
Fine, thank you. It's good to see you again.
Thank you.
Important you are still alive. May God bless you, Mr. Tayali. I was from Konka to Block 1. Now, man, we should have moved over our Saturday. Where you are, you are not in Zambia. And I don't know if your intelligence is every part of Zambia. It's a Tayali things that have changed. What Precious was saying, she's at least 40 to 50% price. Yes. And if you know situation you are Tayali, I'm sure your intelligence is only in Lusaka, maybe some part of Copper Belt. Where I am.
Where are you?
The way it was in 2021.
Where are you?
No, I cannot. I remain anonymous.
No. Don't tell me. Yes. Don't tell me your name, but at least where you are. Because you know why I'm saying that? When you tell me where you are, you give an opportunity to the listeners to agree with you or not. Because when you say where I am, and then you don't say where you are, I mean, it will be difficult for people to judge or to react. Okay. But if you say I am here, people that side, they will also call here on this program, you will hear, to say, and this is the situation. So where are you? Just where you are, not who you are, but where you are. Hello?
I am part of the Zambezi region.
You're part of the Zambezi region.
That's where I am.
So in the Zambezi...
And you know what Zambezi did in Zambezi region did.
So when you talk about Zambezi region, are you talking about Northwestern province?
Yes.
Okay, so you are in Northwestern province.
Not particularly Northwestern. Western.
Western province. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Okay. That's fair enough. So you are in Western Province. So in Western Province, according to you,
the way.
so in Western Province, according to you, I mean, things are bad for you, PND. Hello?
Not so bad, but the way, not so bad, but the way it was, and right now, yes, I'm not saying it's so bad. It's not so bad, but there is an improvement to the opposition party.
Okay, so now, if I may ask, I mean, just we are talking. So things, okay, they are not so bad, but they are not the way they were. So today, if we were to have an election in Western Province where you are, who do you think people would vote for?
Yes.
Hello? Did you hear me?
The part where I am, the word where I am right now.
Who do you think?
That where I am right
yeah.
now.
Who do you think people? Who do you think people would vote for?
Mundu
would carry the day.
Yes.
Okay.
Where in the word where I am. Okay. With the person as the representative who is there on the ground. Okay. Is a powerful person. That's why I've seen that there is a change here.
Okay. But what about if we extend, if we say, okay, if we say Western Province, if you, from you, because you are on the ground, here, me, I'm far away, as you have said. In Western Province, generally, if we were to have elections today, who do you think can carry the day in Western Province?
Not every not Western Province where I've reached, but some parts where I am. Like I've said, where I am right now. And I'm seeing more especially in the urban area. Like Mongo Central where I am right now. Mr. Tayali, things have changed.
Mundubile would carry the day.
Don't be cheated. And that man, do not underrate him. He has come as the... Yes, he has come as the person, at least he has some favor from the above.
Okay.
This is what I've seen. Yes.
Okay.
He has got that favor. Yes.
Okay. No.
And Mr. Tayali, the other issue I want to talk about is we talked about the ECZ has improved. Mr. Tayali, let's be fair. The issue can improve by removing the date stamp on the voters' ballot paper.
Okay.
Is that an improvement?
Yes, it is actually. To me,
to remove the.
To me, it is.
That an improvement, sure.
To me, it is. To me, it is. And let me. Can I hold you on the line so that I explain? I did explain about this in my previous.
Yes.
broadcast.
Yes.
But since you have brought it up, I am saying the date stamp, removing the date stamp is an improvement. Why? Because what is the job of that date stamp? What validates a ballot paper? What validates the ballot paper? What makes a ballot paper valid or genuine? What makes it genuine? Is it the stamp or the serial number? What validates the ballot paper? According to you, what really makes the ballot paper genuine? Is it the date stamp, which can be made in Matero, which can be made on the street? You know, a date stamp. A date stamp can be made anywhere, at any time. So how does that stamp validate a ballot paper? Please speak to me on the phone. Speak to me directly because I can see you are hearing on the other side. Please just speak to me directly. Don't be communicating to me or hearing me on the other side. Listen to me on the phone. Like we are talking normally.
Yes, I'm getting you on the phone. Yes. Mr. Tayali, a death stamp, it is a death stamp. It's very difficult to know how it is designed, because those things, they are in the custody of the ECZ. There is no way where you can find it public to say this is the death stamp we are going to use during elections. No. We just see it on the day of voting.
So, okay, let me ask you.
It's very difficult.
So let me ask you.
Yes.
It's very difficult. Okay, let's imagine they change it all the time. Whenever there is an election. Now let's imagine a death stamp is they issues a death stamp, and they AMA elections opens at 6 o'clock. Okay, so meaning that death stamp will be known, as early as 6 o'clock. Are you telling me by 9 o'clock somebody cannot come up with a similar death stamp? Today, are you telling me somebody cannot come up with the same death stamp by 9 o'clock?
It's very difficult. It's very difficult, Mr. Tayali, because it cannot move. For example, it's the material people, because the material they are people are sophisticated. The material people to manufacture and send it back to Nawaria to Western province, to Nawaria.
No. Are you telling me, Imwe, are you telling me that in Chinsali or whatever there are no people who are making AMA death stamps, according to you?
No. It's very no, Mr. Tayali.
No.
No.
I can tell you. Listen.
Now,
on that one, I will just leave you to respect your opinion and also to allow other people to come in. But I can tell you that issue of the death stamp really doesn't have an effect in terms of validating the ballot paper. What validates the ballot paper is where it is printed, and this is why we have ballot paper being printed outside the country. And most importantly, it's a serial number. It's a serial number. That's what validates. A death stamp can be made at any point. Any point it can be made, and it can be stamped and whatever. So the death stamp cannot stop rigging. If you are talking about rigging, death stamp can never stop rigging if at all ECZ wants to rig. But for me, I am vouching for ECZ, because ECZ, since especially Mwangalazaromes came in, there have been reforms, positive reforms. One example that I will tell you, we didn't have continuous voter registration in the manner that the Mwangalazaromes regime has done it. They have maintained continuous voter registration. And you people, you were actually accusing them that they are registering voters in the UPND stronghold. But what has come out of that continuous voter registration has actually made the opposition to be excited, because it is in the stronghold of the opposition where we have more numbers. So they have proved, those of you, the skeptics, they have proved them wrong. Then there are other issues. ECZ.
How would you know that I'm part of those? I'm not part
No,
of
I'm
those
saying opposition. I'm not saying you. I'm saying they have proved the opposition. Yeah, I've said they have proved the opposition. Okay? Those who are opposing ECZ. Okay? And then there have been this issue to say, no, ECZ in Wakada, ECZ, they rig elections on behalf of UPND. But we have had elections in Petauke, which is a rural area, and UPND lost. We had the elections in Chawama, which is an urban area, and the UPND lost next to State House. They lost. So ECZ, to me, ECZ, and then talk about the interaction. ECZ has been interacting with the political parties at every turn, engaging them. Even this delimitation, they are going, consulting people. So for me, I think ECZ is doing very well. very, very well. To me. To me.
To you.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, to you. Yeah, it could be. Now, let's meet. Just a minute. Just 10 seconds. You said on some tactics that you use to do politics and what you and what you. You're supposed to be careful on saying because we might take you back because of what you said. You will use a lot of tactics to do politics so that your name is there. Can we confirm that even those many uniform who came at your house, it was just a strategy for you?
Yeah. So there.
Did you make that strategy
So
yourself?
there.
Yes.
So there. I can say whatever it is here. I can say whatever it is.
Yes.
But you also have got your own mind. You are free to think and you put things together. So when you think of it, those soldiers coming to my house, they had guns. They were masked. There was an expensive car that came into my yard. Honestly, me as a Chillufya Tayali, do you think I would have the capacity? Where would I get those guns? Did you see those guns that those people are carrying?
Where are you now? You are with us also. You are in Malaysia right now.
Yeah.
Some people failed to move from Zambia to Malaysia. Yourself, you are in Malaysia.
No.
You are in Malaysia right now.
No.
You have moved. There are people who have suffered within this, who have gone through difficult times. They have failed to move from Zambia to even to Zimbabwe and Malawi.
No.
But yourself, you are in Malaysia.
No, listen.
So you have that class, you can do it.
Well, listen, my brother. Listen, my brother.
Yes, my brother.
You see, relating to that issue, there are a lot of people that would say whatever it is. But I leave people to judgment. I can say whatever I want because, of course, I'm a politician and I'm preserving my interest, but I do not take away the intelligence of the people. If in your intelligence you think that I can manage to get people with those kind of sophisticated guns, with that kind of car coming to my house, if you believe that I can pull up such a one, I will leave it to you. But for me, my brother, that was life and death. And I thank God I'm still alive. Thank you.
Let me advise you. Be neutral. You never know. You never know what tomorrow brings. Be neutral. Don't be so hard. You never know what tomorrow brings.
No, listen.
Don't enter into it so much. We love you. We need you. But
Listen. This is what I'll tell you. And I'm taking time engaging with you because I know I'm communicating something to the people. About me, the way I am a guy, when I pledge loyalty to you, I give it my all. I give it my all. So that thing of being neutral, neutral. And I've gone in all. And I will support him as much as I can. When I supported, listen, the Mundubire that you are talking about, when I supported Mundubire, I gave my all. I went in all to support Mundubire. When I supported Edgar Lungu, I went in all. So, pari akainde ichirema. Pari akainde ichirema. I have given all. I'm given myself and I'm supporting akainde ichirema. Yeah. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you so much, brother.
Yeah.
Good day.
Good night. Good night. I can't even, for now, if you are neutral, I'm supporting akainde ichirema. And whenever I've supported something, that is me. Nanguana kashefo nawa. Ngana temu mwana kashinde ngina mofe. I love with everything. With everything. Ngana for now it's me. Ngana temu na ngunigelo. Ndatemwa. Ndavika mofe no mweo wandi fionse fya ingira mofe. Ifine banakia na aliba temwa na ngowe chweshani na aliba temwa. I just love her and I just go in totally. Same with Nama politics. Mundubire, when I was supporting him, I went in all Nanguban to Alande, Mundubire, Mundubire, Tatuamu Shiba, Mundubire. I just went in. Etikalungu, same thing. Upon the supportaka in the Chilima. That is the way I am. Hello?
Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, I thought I could call and react to what the previous caller said. Okay, so even though you and I are not in Zambia, but we can actually guess that the gentleman who's calling is calling from Livingstone.
He said well, let's be fair with him. He said he's in Mongo. So let's take him on that. Let's take him on the weight of his word.
All right, okay. Whether he's in Mongo or he's in Livingstone, that doesn't matter. But I can tell from the way he's talking that he's actually probably a branch chairman of Brian Mondovile. Now, Zambian elections, he's trying to hide. But clearly, he's the PF sympathizer. These are the guys who are enjoying, and now they are suffering because they were getting free money. Now, Zambian elections are won from different perspectives. He says where he is, it's not the way it was in 2021, but he is also forgetting that in areas where HH used to lose, or where UPND used to lose, especially in rural areas, such as Muchinga, Wapula, and northern provinces, it is definite that UPND has made inward roads. Why? Because of CDF. People who are saying CDF are people in rural areas. And the problem that we have is that most of us think that when people in Kikwe vote, then Zambia has voted. The opposition in most cases, they neglect the rural vote. So when he says Brian Mondovile is going to be president, it has never happened in Zambia where somebody has just formed a political party, and from there they have just gone to become president. Maybe if it has happened once, and we saw the signs. Probably maybe under Chillufya only. But even that.
No, actually, my brother, to be honest, even MMD, it's not like they just formed. No, MMD, remember, there was opposition, though the opposition was covered because of the one-party state. But the people, even when Chillufya, you remember when Chillufya was arrested? Chillufya was arrested, I think, in the 70s, in the 70s when he was detained in the southern province. It was in the 70s. Yeah. So Chillufya became president after being a trade unionist president for 15 years. You can imagine. 15 years.
That is correct. Now for Mondovile, according to what he is saying, he's saying no, Mondovile has favors from above. You may ask him which above. He obviously refers to the Longo spirit or something.
No, he's referring to God in that case. I understood him that he is referring to God, that God has favored him. I think that's what he meant.
Okay, let's take it for instance that that's what he means. Now, what favors does Mondovile have, if you may ask? Because Mondovile, Makebe, Zulu, all these are part of PF, and the beauty is that the PF is fighting itself.
Yeah,
I can bet that whatever happens, the other PF faction of given Muvinda, Makebe, Zulu, they are going to fight Brian Mondovile, because even the Council Alliance that Brian Mondovile wants to stand on, based on the agreement that Edgalong made, the chairperson of the legitimate PF is supposed to be the chairperson of Tonse. So the position of Brian Mondovile is neither here nor there.
Well, again there, to be fair, because we need to be fair for the people that are listening. Basically, that Tonse has been divided. So the given Luvinda, they are on their own. And really, the architect of the Tonse is Chris Zumanzimba. And Chris Zumanzimba is now the Secretary General of Tonse. So if really I were to analyze the Tonse, the Mondovile Tonse is more better than whatever. But I think the point I get it to, what you're trying to say really, Mondovile, as much as he may have the favors from God and everything in politics, it is just like even in football. You know, as much as we pray, you know, Zambia, we pray so much, we're a Christian nation. But when we go to contest, I mean, God says, you know what, deal with yourselves. And I think it's the same with politics. You can't, even me, I mean, as much as I think I'm more popular than many politicians, but I can't claim that I can just walk into Zambia and people will vote for me. I don't think it can happen. That is very sure.
And he also said, Zambians are suffering. You yourself, we are not in Zambia now. I always ask such people one question. Since when did Zambians stop suffering? Because since 1964, Mr. Tayali is dead. Zambians have been eternally poor and Zambians will be eternally poor. It is wrong to say that Zambians were rich under PS because they were only a few individuals who were sharing resources. Yes, let's be honest. There are people, Mr. Tayali, who have been living in poverty in perpetuity since God created the heavens and the earth. And the Zambians are no exception. At no time were Zambians rich. Zambians will be poor today, Zambians will be poor tomorrow. You see, the African mindset is that people always think that when they vote for politicians will come and better their lives. That notion does not exist, Mr. Tayali. You and I know we have lived in the diaspora. Political parties where we are living have come and gone. The standard of living has been the same. So that notion is neither here nor there. The only thing that changes slightly is policy. For example, right now, the UPND has focused on education. PF neglected education. UPND is looking at education. Another political party will come and focus on something else. That is the only thing that is different. But to think that Zambians would be rich when Brian Mondubile formed government is an illusion. Yeah. Brian Mondubile was getting contracts. It is not in my best interest to judge whether he did the work or not, but the truth of the matter is that he has his own contingent of PF cadres who are supporting him. And you have to give them contracts. We cannot afford to go back where we came from. That one we can. For me, I would rather, if we have to change government, we get a completely new government, not PF no. Thank you. I submit.
Thank you. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello, what's that?
Hey, I'm quiet.
Munishani mkwai.
Wina mkwai.
Mkwai we atari kwena murando wakwaitwa mikwatiro muchinji saka ni mwava wese. Yapari ofo tuinga chitapatirelo. Nangura turi kumbali kwa kusana ngamwarole tekatana abalatengari. Yokuchita certify chintu chaji ba important. Even nangonyire jenu. Ngire twalo kuli important sa. Ile samkulomba dextam. Nombanga chakwe wachitofunya kwa dextam. Nibana ni makarata certify ya ila barrett pepo kwebachi. Dextam mshire yawa. Tulelando kwebachi. Nishi ta kabe original. Mwana wakwebachi. Ila dextam ila fundisha hapo. Uri umuntu uretsari kuzenji uri mu position yaje. Nombanga chakwe kira dextam kujenda ba munshira imwe ya kuchingirira mu foda. Na kunukuma chito murongo wa tayari basanje mu foda. Tenke ko kira ni bati. Nombanga fa pale dextam. So ila dextam kuja. Nataka chwa kunya kuja process ya kuranda kuchinga. Which means so I should open Chifama Pirate, so I what do you think it's more specific about running a far from Muela? The Propension of he came with too much not like one Saturday. Now we let him from Malika Munich. Oh, my Zende phone is much English there. In Cadio, I spoken to Jamaica. And now we like the how much you go down much I can remember. Otherwise, the king cannot just want to say, I don't want to go back. Position was there protecting the against life. But if you were talking about fighting with taking in the Musana, but you bring out a machine, that's what I see. That's something else more politicians.
You know, eko twafuma date stamp yali kweto muchinshi oko twafuma date stamp yali kweto muchinshi but lelo date stamp taikonkwa nokukonkwa fyamu fedro ifya kukonke inshimbi shepali inshimbi fyamu fedro instayali chinja nomba pano pene njikere kuti napanga date stamp na printa nokuprinta fyamonekana genuine. So imo mushalile mufyakale fyakale ati certificate aho tapali inshimbi fyakale fya mufeduro isha yali chinja nomba yali chinja.
Okay, now lumba mate yali ndefu question ushe kama election jonsa kwa tapo experience ma political parties na muliba ikizo. Because the political parties in Aena, they are questions of Mukuta meet Simu, Sekeramu. How could think of I to get Papa Wundera? Number how some vices it I was quite experienced. I am elections. The first election, Dwara, what you put up on about. I'm not on my election. What a experience.
Ndumeyandi abachita ama elections abachita conduct ama elections ma political parties inanguniba ECZ abachita conduct ama elections niba nani niba ECZ niba ECZ eva chita conduct ama elections ero iyo mwanela ndoko bati umfweni muleva ati ba ECZ tabakwetepo experience kuti mweba shana ba ECZ tabakwetepo ama experience panti ba ECZ eva running ama elections ukufuma mu 1964 eva running actually not even 64 63 eva running ama elections kuti mweba shana tabakwetepo experience. Okay, va Maria Zalomes mwalisha kwa Maria Zalomes kwali wolupapulo kwali ba mafunde yaba ECZ and va Maria Zalomes she's one of the people aba pangira mafunde wakale va Maria Zalomes so va Mwangala Zalomes so va Mwangala Zalomes te va new va Mwangala Zalomes kale vata mpoku bomba ma elections and ishtana ichinja bane ama stampu fyalipwa fyakale fyalipwa ama stampu ta kwa tenchito nomba
because before the ICZ Tabarata existed, the top station was Tabaranda to start advance to Ningara. Somebody to start advance to Ningara. What do I see? Get one box in Jamaku. Someone Torava, Torah, the training of the training. It was largely often that Torah start advance to Ningara.
Moneni, mwetwa ni politician. Ba ECZ te ba politician imwecha mufilo konko meshapo konko mesheni ba opposition kwe bativekatane ushaimo mulemo na ba opposition na division ilipo ushana bakwatana chance nangu yo ine nshimbi yoko ili nangu mwa ile kati yo nshimbi kabeko. Are you telling me that ba opposition na bakwatana chance ya kuwina my elections? Tabakwete chance. So focus on what they should do to consolidate themselves. Not if you want to land if you have a stamp, if you go to Nenchito.
Oh, if you want to go to I can't remember feeling about position one in a position was much but
Natotel. What you should focus in is the strength in the opposition. Ngana ikosa opposition na rigging taivako. Rigging ivako you should weak. Natotel. Hello? Hello?
Mueve con tu me andu tu me yes. Ukwewati Imingala is not cheating.
It's not rigging if you can be precise.
If Imingala was cheating, I'm a brother also English, I'm a footballer, no one has said this allowed. So let him not think that Mingalato is cheating away. Mingalato ma tactics. Ayakubomba we know.
Yeah. No, thank you.
Thank you.
Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Yeah. No, thank you. Hello?
Hello? We can hear you.
Okay, nataka kulanda kupipale wabalera ndefya kumongwa. I don't know Mongo babelere mbugozi fwe Western Province tulikuno yeah, because bola because I don't think shati nefa kwasi Munduire is known. What do then da? Western Province so I think when I'm fake hope Munduire I think kulamo fishing kati chikangara sana because Palamu Bakaling Akafishum to punch. It's better Kilomatramo Pirati. I still prepare for 2026. I mean 2031, sorry. It would be a better thing for him. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. No, I'm a politics, if I ever. I'm a politics, if I ever. Sometimes to have disillusioned. Hello?
Mr. Tayali, good evening.
Good evening.
How are you? How is Malaysia?
Fine, thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. You know, Mr. Tayali, people, you are a political god. You read time. You read the time, how things move. The advice that you've given Mr. Munduvile is very good, because the behavior that you portrayed on Friday, you shouldn't have done that. A leader must be focused. Now, when it comes to debate, how is he going to debate when he wasn't even there in Parliament? You won't debate a speech. In the first place, you have absconded. I don't think even the speaker can call such a person. It's like in a meeting. When you go in a meeting, you are not there. You cannot argue on a meeting that you didn't attend. The advice that you've given Mr. Munduwire, let him get it. And those who are giving Mr. Munduwire false hope, they must repent. Which Mongo that person was talking about? No, if you take a ground, Taparibuino. Mr. Tayali, me have stopped saying, I know people are suffering. Let me talk on of myself. I am mentioning that I'm shop price. I'm mentioning 45 kwacha. Aba nensi wabale shaida elana menshi pote kwacha ngaba hotel. We are not the same. Na umusha yakwa Yesu kwali abapina ababusu, they were a lot. So we will never be the same. Every political party that comes in with different policies. Before PNP came in, we had the late Michael Sata said more money in our pocket. How many of us had the money in our pocket? He died. We ended up buying in pocket cargo pants that maybe we are being promised that we'll be buying we will have a lot of money. UPND came in. No normal person can say we are going to buy million 50 kwacha. No, it's not possible. It can't be. Am I right, Nishinga fertilizer? How much are you putting in yourself? How much are you paying them? There are a lot of things that are intertwined. So let's not say, no, what promise you it will never happen. Times have changed. Now this time around, now let's look at this, the issue of removing a stamp. But you can tell you the what takes batch number.
Yes.
Stamp. Batch number, so this medicine expired, it didn't meet the ethics. They would tell the masses. Even when they go for petitioning, they will not go, this book didn't have a stamp. They'll go at the numbers. Book number so. Just, things have moved. Today you can even sign online, you can even sign a signature online.
Yes.
What they accept. Everything is changed. So I don't know, let's move with time. The stamp has no authenticity.
Nothing.
Say, if you want, you can go and make a stamp and have it. I know which one is that certification.
Now even you know what it is.
We are getting a lot from you.
You know what it is, my brother, talking about a stamp.
Yes, sir.
These days, with the technology that is there, you can send a stamp, I will scan it, and I don't even have to design it. Just scan it. Just take a picture of it, and I can print another one. So it's sorry, but to say, but wufo ntini wakare, Biatu wale that tapani shimbi, Those days, whatever headed paper, you remember? We used headed paper. A company, whatever sign a bond, before they sign a bond, it should be on headed paper, because at that time, headed paper was like it's unique. Now, these days, we talk about a headed paper. It's nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah.
We need. I don't know how best we can educate each other.
Yeah.
Things have changed. The SZ actually, the same SZ they're saying no, tobacco experience. There are people who've been in SZ for many years.
Yes.
Like Kasalo, that one. That Kasalo has been there, has run a lot of elections. That is it. It is an institutional memory. The SZ has institutional memory. It has a lot of people wait for it. Those are just leaders who are there, who are told to do.
No, actually,
people who run elections.
Actually, it's actually wrong to personalize ECZ, because ECZ has got its own rules. ECZ operates on the Electoral Act, so it doesn't matter who is there.
Yes.
They follow the Electoral Act. That's what Yarikwatama Funde. We have laws on how we conduct elections. So it doesn't matter who is there. It is about following the laws. Yeah. No, thank you, my brother.
No.
Thank you.
Yes. Yes. Thank you very much. Good always talking to you. May God bless you and keep you. May His grace shine upon you and be gracious to you and grant you peace.
Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Amen. Thank you. Hello?
Hello, good evening. Is that Mr. Tayali?
Yes, good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Tayali. No. Tuli abatemwa sana kulingana neso mulero ndolola. You have been so sincere. Even if you are mundubile, what you have said, that's quite a man. One thing that I have come to understand is, if you remember very well, there was a clip that we all President Membe. He said to say, "Mwabantu tureyibukisha kwewa emoto apitire ababantu bo turebo tukiyokubati tufwayo kubasala ebantu bamubeni abaleeta lopola abaleeta ntameni kiteni shani nomba kutwawekera ko shani. I would prefer we go with what we are seeing. If irenda ichalo na chichinja if you do not feel except that the election will be done.
And then the people that are criticizing, just like this guy from home, you better be now a politicians, yo.
You of your boss.
So that you get
they tell us, everybody wants you, only you.
So you'll find that our otherwise, as Zambians, we have seen the country is moving in the right direction. Zambia is moving in the right direction as compared to before. And then I want to be whatever. They are just liars. They're just liars. There is nothing they know. The secret is on us, Zambians who are voting. There is nothing that is as impactful what we are receiving now.
Thank you. Thank you, my brother. Hello?
Hello?
Hello?
Hello, Tayali.
I'm quiet.
Ndipo okulanda kupali program hii. First of all, my preamble, I think, would be that I know I may not make comments which are going to be in tandem with what you were saying, but I just... Hello?
Yes, please go ahead.
Yes. I want to be more like offer my opinion to you, and I hope it can work as an advice to you.
How is your advice? It's your advice. Speak about national issues, not if I compare my advice. There is somewhere, therefore money. If you want to help me, say I'm going to send you money. Not I want to give you advice. I don't want. If you want to help me, say I've got money. I want to send you money. Not I want to give you advice. How na you? How if my advice? Therefore money. Say I've got money. I want to send you money. Now I stay entertain. Not I want to give you advice. Iwe. Now you show for the pitamo. She should not for Kulanda. Kabir. Nakan. Hello?
My brother.
Yes.
Hello, my brother.
Yes, sir.
It's like my call has been now a topic. Please tell the people also that their opinions are respected. Respect my opinion. I know what I'm talking about. Even them, they are also lying. If they call me a liar, they are also lying to say everything's okay. Everything is not okay. There are things which are bad, which you have seen, this is bad. Tell them, Mr. Tayali, it's not everything which is okay, no. That thing you're talking about, although there is what CDF, there is people who are saying CDF was nothing. So their opinion is okay. Let them respect my opinion. I know what I said. I said, do not underrate that man. If you say there's no, and you keep quiet, this is what I said. I didn't say he will do it. No, tell them. Even he cannot do it. There are people who are like, how he just became one star, he was elected president. Chillufya just contest once contest, he did it. So it can be done also. Where there is favor, where there is a spirit of God, it can be done.
Sure. Thank you.
What I say.
Thank you, my brother. Hello?
President Tayali.
Yes.
Yeah, you are very right, Mr. President. Mundu vile tabalafika po our president as at now. You know, it is not easy to be a president. It's not yet covered the entire Zambia.
doesn't have votes that can ascend Mr. Mutambo into presidency. You know, people, we want a political party that can provide checks and balance to the ruling party. Me, if I follow politics very well, Mr. Tayali, you are destined even to become a president in Zambia. We'll support you because you come out strongly to talk about some issues which some of us will follow you and appreciate the way you articulate issues. It's not the way these opposition parties will have. They just talk about the promises which the UPND did the time they were ascending into power. Instead of giving out the things that they're supposed to provide for Zambian citizens when they come into power, they are lacking those political issues that can influence voters. As at now, I think the UPND, they're still leading up to 2031, even beyond. Yeah, keep it up. Otherwise, we are following you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. There is one caller that has been trying so much and he has been failing to go through. So I've decided to call him because he has been calling, but he has not been going through. Hello?
Hello.
I've noted that your number has been flashing a number of times and you have not been able to go through. So I thought I should call you so that you can contribute to the program.
Thank you. I wanted to talk about the gentleman that from Mongo, but then he hold back to say his opinion is valid on his I don't know what to say, but anyway, it's his opinion. But the point is, it's not about his opinion; it's about the Bamundu. If whatever also appear for everything. And then just recently he gave a scenario of Balloon Chillufya. But those political environments are different from the political environment now. And then it's just an observation. Kashinga question him pushing an agenda because you do it very well, better than when you are UPN. Have you ever had like an interaction with the people in the inner circle of our president? You got acknowledge effort in humanitarian. Because you are doing it better than having our UPND. They are not doing as much as you are doing. They are failing on that part.
Well, let me say this. I think the UPND, they are doing their part. They are doing their part, and I also do my part. And I think for me, it is more about Zambia. It is more about Zambia than the recognition of the UPND. It is more about Zambia. Hakainde Hichilema, I'm supporting him because where Hakainde Hichilema and UPND have put the country, we are going in the right direction. And what they have put in place has not yet reached the maturity. The fruition, the fruits have not yet started coming down. So if we disturb them in 2026, we might lose out. It will be retrogressive. And this is why even Brian Mundubile, as much as he's my friend, I am saying, let Hakainde Hichilema continue. Because only if Hakainde Hichilema continues, are we going to continue on this trajectory. For example, one example that I can give you, you know, we have negotiated our date. We have negotiated our date. And Hakainde Hichilema was the icon in that negotiation. He was the protagonist. He's the man that managed to click that deal. And there are also a lot of other MOUs which we have signed. And it's Hakainde Hichilema that has been at the center. Now, these things are going to mature in the next 10. Even the negotiations on the date, they are going to come in the next 2027, 2028. Now, if we go back, if we change the person, it means that most of these things that we have, most of these deals that we have managed to secure, they will be thrown away. But if Hakainde Hichilema continues, we will see fruits. So that's why I'm praying. I am not just saying this so that I go back. I want my country to move forward. And Hakainde Hichilema is the key. That's why today I'm saying Hakainde Hichilema, we should even be praying for him so that he can have a good health, so that he can continue with the same wisdom. It is more about the country. Of course, this is politics. Also, I have my interest. And from my interest, yes, I would want to go back home and I would want to be part of government. But that is a by-the-way issue. If it happens, well and good. If it doesn't happen, God knows which direction is taking me. Hello?
Hello, yes. So Mr. Tayali, my context was Uyumuntu is preaching the message that we are trying to advance. That is the acknowledgement that I was talking about. Because I saw the video of the former Minister of Health, but I responded, no, Tayali, I can do cyber suit or something like that. Because that was one of the responses that he gave Kudam on TV.
No, but he came back on it. Remember, listen, my brother, he came back on it. He said, I would have reported, but he said, but why should I even waste my money? Remember that. He's a politician, and so don't be worried by what he said. Vamdala Vamchima and the other politicians that I mentioned, they know what I was talking about. They know what I was talking about. And don't mind what Vamchima said. He actually took it back. He said, I would have reported, but then he said, but why should I waste my money? So, don't be worried about that.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway. Okay, Mdala, thank you. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello, Mr. Chillufya. How are you, Mr. Chillufya?
Fine. How are you?
I'm okay. I've got two questions for you.
Yeah.
The first question is, do you have any caller who have supported the idea of removing the date stamp on the ballot paper? Do you have any caller who has supported you?
The question that I'll ask you is that, have you been following this program? Because there have been more that have actually agreed to that. There have been more. If you have been following, they have been more than those who have said, remove it. On this program.
Let me ask, okay, who initiated at first, what was the idea of putting the date stamp on the ballot paper? Even in countries where they use date stamps, what is the idea?
Thank you very much. So, my brother, listen to me very well. I want to explain. I want to take advantage to explain about this. You see, when you go in to vote, when you are voting, the first thing that happens when you go into the voting room at the polling station, the first thing that they check your NRC and your voter's card, okay? And the next thing after that, they even shout your name. Oh, Chillufya Tayali. Then they will check in the voters register and they will find your name there. So then they will tick, okay. Then you go to the next person. This person gives you a ballot paper or ballot papers, and then he stamps behind, okay? He stamps behind. Then you go and vote. Now, what was happening is that some ballot papers, when they are counting, the person who is supposed to stamp those ballot papers, sometimes they were forgetting. You know, when they call your name, you go to receive the ballot paper. As soon as a ballot paper, he takes off the ballot paper from the book and hands it over to you. Forgets to stamp. Remember, these people are working from 6 to 6. So at some point they are tired and, you know, they forget to stamp it. And a person votes. Now, when they are counting, those stamps, those ballot papers which don't have a stamp, but they have been clearly marked as they have voted, they were being taken out as rejected voters, rejected ballot papers. That's why you are seeing so many ballot papers as rejected, because some ballot papers, balawa kuchisa stamp, bale lavako. And that's why we are having so many ballot papers. So they were saying, after all, this stamp is not so important, because what is important is, number one, to make sure that umuntu votere ni registered voter. Then ballot paper yalikwata serial number nga baputula ballot paper kula shala ibuku lilya. And nga kwaba ama disputes bambo kwa bati yo awe nchirushire nga bayewo kwa balefo ukupendulula. What they count how many people voted. Mwamona, how many people voted. And then they check number ama ballot papers, how many people also voted. Fiat agree. But pakutsta agree pade bafire ba making sure that ama serial numbers yali correct. Tabalolesha sana kuli stamp, balolesha kuma serial number na number ya abantu abavoted. Serial number na people who voted. The stamp is not an issue. What is an issue is a serial number.
Okay. Why can't the ECZ introduce a last person to check the stamp behind the ballot paper? They need removing, because we are actually entering a very sensitive period of elections where stakeholders are not comfortable with ECZ, because most of the key persons at ECZ are UPND affiliates. Even the ECZ chairperson himself, she's a cadre. So because of that, people doesn't want to tamper with anything to do with elections, especially the ballot paper, because it will arise a lot of suspicious ideas.
So moneni bashukuru bantu. Listen, if you are talking about rigging, I think the issue that we are talking about, issue yakobati the ECZ staff, they are UPND, that is another issue. But if you are talking about rigging, and if you think that a stamp can stop rigging, I am saying it cannot stop rigging, because you can get ballot papers outside and they can be stamped panga, and they can come and start them there. For me, what is important is how many people have voted, and those people who have voted, they should coincide with a number of ballot papers that have come out of a book which is serialized. Yadi kwa te number. Shira ballot paper yadi kwa te number. Shira ballot paper yadi kwa te number. Stamp ta kwa te number. Stamp imo ine. It's the same stamp. So you can't see which is genuine and which is not genuine. But the serial number stands out. So that's why Bafumi Sheko is stamp. What point?
What about the idea of introducing a last person to check the stamp?
Now,
how do you look at it?
Yeah, so
introducing somebody specifically to be checking the stamp.
So now, that first of all, that is another cost. Okay, that is another cost to introduce, and later on also complicating the issue. And thirdly, it would not stop rigging. If you are talking about rigging, if you know how elections are run, elections are not. A stamp does not stop rigging. A stamp does not stop rigging. A stamp cannot stop rigging. It can't. A stamp is irrelevant. What stops rigging is a serial number. And the number of people who have voted. That is where you can stop rigging. Not stamp. Stamp tayako attention.
My brother, when you hear rule of law, when you hear the word rule of law, and somebody to respect the rule of law, it means somebody is in a democracy. And when you're in a democracy, you are living with the ideas that are driven by people. Not by the government, no, but by people that have put in the government.
So now listen. Listen, my brother.
Most of these government ideas that are coming, they are coming from the government.
No, this one. Listen, my brother, on this one, it is actually coming from people. This one is actually coming from people. And let me tell you, you people who are in opposition, okay, those who are in opposition, this very issue of the stamp can actually disadvantage them. Let's imagine Brian Mundubile. Brian Mundubile can have maybe 10 votes. And out of those 10 votes, ule stamp ulia. Ngali kusaidi ya Antoine Kane. Okay, or even if they are not stamped, Brian Mundubile 10 votes. Because they are not stamped, Brian Mundubile will lose those 10 votes which have not been stamped. Those votes, because it's not only Haka in the Ichirema. It's not only Haka in the Ichirema, even the opposition might lose. And sometimes in the mama na kuli confusion. Look at the opposition. Our political parties, they are supposed to educate voters. They are supposed to educate voters. But you find that the opposition don't have capacity to educate voters. The ruling party might have capacity to educate their voters. So their voters might even vote correctly. But the opposition might vote wrongly. They might not be a stamp and they will lose votes. So this one really, it's a non-issue. It's a non-issue. I think I've explained myself.
Okay,
Let me...
just a final one what I had. A final concern, because a government that is using the word imingalato, the government that is using the word imingalato, you can't trust them, because imingalato, way it works, it means that they are a crooked way of doing things, not proper way.
No, imingalato. Moneni iyo bandumeandi umfweni. Bandumeandi. Iyo imshemingalato, bonse tulachite mingalato ma politics mingalato. Nefine ndechita mingalato panondela ndana imwe mingalato. Ni mibushita mulele but mulela ndana ine. I've managed to draw your attention so that ndana imwe michite convince mingalato. Mingalato ma politics mingalato. So let's look at things the way they are. And the issue is that the stamp is irrelevant. Now, not stamp.
You are going in one country, and the only country that you have is Zambia.
Yes.
Yes. Don't get yourself so much involved in things that you don't even understand.
But me, I do understand.
You want to come back.
I understand and I know, and what I'm telling you that I'm a stamper. I was votes. Stamp tayako atenchito kuti vamivira tayako atenchito ngamunefa anka mirange efe venga vivira mavoti nangofo mwinge vamavoti kuti mwantu mina ngana mkwata na kandara mafiria kuti na mirondorwera na totera chisuma.
Okay, chisuma, thank you, Brian.
Stamp tayako atenchito. Hello? Yes.
Yes, but I know where number and the Pokulanda for the opposition side. Never telling the Pokulanda for you. Yeah. And I'm going to support about what you can perform. One will be why because you see, Pop Mamma, you can't begin to start a lithium. Abantu abali mukati alinzimu n'abali asana mukiyeeko abakonsekere mwana mukiyeeko twali soro bashitaho cyaho kiyeeko bakiyeeko yambukontonga n'okusalikani bakonkasulana bari abantu babikesala kiyeeko abantu bakonsekesala abantu abakonsekesala bakonsekesala so inena rengu na kiriva mundindo kubabulira kwamaba na kubaita because toko vere ukuna kwa ndemo na kwa wale abali ngomento kudo bana bantu bali babimpa bali ngene kiti because mundindo bali ngire baita na TF
che please in conclusion yeah. Line na issue pako line na issue paide pangechong. Anyway, I think I have to end my program because it's late and I want to sleep a bit, just a bit before I take my daughter to school. So basically in my program I was just talking about civility in our politics. We need to be civil. We need to be civil, and Brian Mundubile has come out as a prominent opposition leader. And the way Brian is going to take his politics is going to define how the opposition or how our politics are going to be conducted. I am hoping that Brian will be more civil than what we have seen in the past. I don't think it will be good for us, to have a situation which we had between Edgar Lungu I will even say it, I will even objectively and boldly say, even the way HH conducted himself, where everything was negative, up to an extent of not recognizing Edgar Lungu. I didn't support that. And even today, I'll tell you that even today, I don't support that. Yes, I want to be very honest with you. I didn't support Hakainde Hichilema, being too negative and even not recognizing Edgar Lungu. I didn't agree with it. And even today, I don't agree with it. And I would want to see a different trajectory. It is not about revenge, no, because HH did this. No, we need to move forward. We need to do better politics. When there are national issues, let us come together. We should have a situation where the president is able, the Republican president is able to sit with other opposition leaders on a national day. And then I've also said that, hostility does not by and large yield results. When you take things in a hostile manner, most of the times, the one who is more powerful wins. You who is less powerful, you lose. That's what it is. When you enter into a fight, the one who has got powers, the one who has got muscles, will always win. It's difficult. So in politics, when you are in opposition, know that you are on a disadvantage. You are weaker. And you will find it very difficult to operate in many areas if you take a hostile position. Further, you will also create acrimony or instability in the country because your followers will be fighting. And we don't want that. We don't want to destroy for us to build. So let us build on peace. Let us build on progression. Then on a strategic point of view, where the president is, where the cameras are and the microphones are, be there and you should be seen. You should be a newsmaker. Now, when you hear the president is this side and you don't go there, how are you going to be captured? How are you going to be part of the news? So strategically, it doesn't work. I thought I should talk about this. So I hope that next time we will have a national event, I hope to see Brian Mundubile, together with the President Hakainde Hichilema. Sometimes, they might not even invite you. Go! Even if they don't invite you, let them chase you. Because when they will be chasing you, no, go. You are not invited. You are not invited. I mean, you are making news. People will see you. Cameras will capture you to say, Brian Mundubile went to State House for Freedom Day, and he was chased. You'll be making news, and people will be like, what is this now? What is this? Why did they chase him? You play victim, and the people sympathize with you. Strategy. Anyway, I think we have interacted well. Thank you very much for those of you who have participated. And I want to again reiterate the point to say, I'm grateful to those who are supporting me. I'm grateful for those who are advocating for me. Thank you very much. May God bless you and may God bless Zambia. Good night.